Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 10th and 11th of March 2024. Also there would be a revision part as well in our today's session. So let's start with our lecture. The first question says, who won the first prize at the National Youth Parliament Festival 2024? Here answer is Yatin Bhaskar Daggal, and he belongs to the state of Haryana. Recently he clinched the victory at the National Youth Parliament Festival 2024. Also Vaishna Pichai, who is from Tamil Nadu, secured the second position, and Kanishka Sharma from Rajasthan claimed the third prize, which showcases the abundant talent and dedication in across the nation, right? So who has won the first prize at the National Youth Parliament Festival? Answer is Yatin Bhaskar Daggal, and he is from Haryana. Okay, now here our keyword is the prize, and let's have a look at some of the important awards and honors. The first one is, recently who has been selected for the Bob Jones Award 2024, the US Golf Association's highest honor. This is the US Golf Association's highest honor, and recently it has been presented to the Tiger Woods. Okay. Recently who has received the Maharashtra Bhushan Award for this year in recognition of his contributions to the field of regenerative medicine? This is Mr. Pradeep Mahajan, and this year he has been conferred with the Maharashtra Bhushan Award. Recently, which ministry has been honored with the award for best performance in accounts during the financial year 2023 to 2024? This is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. They have been honored with this award for the best performance in accounts during the financial year of 2023 to 24. Recently, which Indian food brand became the first to win an international taste award? This is Prasuma, and this is the single or solo Indian food brand that has won the International Taste Award. Which of the following have been named the recipients of the 58th Jananpith Award? The 58th edition of Jananpith Award has been shared by two important personalities. The first one is Gulzar, and second one is Jagat Guru Ram Bhadracharya. Okay. Recently, which musician has been honored with the Lakshmi Narayan International Award? This is Mr. Pyarelal Sharma. He has been honored with the Lakshmi Narayan International Award. Fine. Next is, recently Ministry of Jal Shakti signed an agreement with which institute for the establishment of an International Center of Excellence for the dams? Here answer is Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and Ministry of Jal Shakti has signed this 10-year of memorandum of agreement with the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, to establish the International Center of Excellence for the dams. Okay, so basic focus is on dam safety, and it will provide technical support, conduct some type of research, and it would offer academic courses as well. And ministry will fund the center with a grant of 118.05 crore rupees for the infrastructure construction and modernization. So the duration of this agreement is of 10 years or until the completion of the dam rehabilitation and improvement project phase 2 and phase 3 scheme, whichever is earlier. Okay, so Ministry of Jal Shakti has signed this agreement with Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, for the establishment of an International Center of Excellence for dams. Now here our keyword is center, and let's have a look at some of the important centers that came into news. The first question is, recently which state government collaborated with the World Economic Forum to establish an artificial intelligence center? This is Karnataka state, and the Karnataka state government has partnered with the World Economic Forum to establish a state-of-the-art AI center, which is formalized through a letter of intent, and this strategic alliance aims to position Karnataka as a global hub for artificial intelligence, marking a crucial move towards integrating the state into the global digital and technological landscape, right? So Karnataka state government has collaborated with World Economic Forum so as to establish an AI center, and the headquarters of WEF lies in Switzerland. Where was the India's first National Dolphin Research Center inaugurated? So India's very first NDRC means National Dolphin Research Center has been inaugurated in Patna, Bihar. Recently, which state government has decided to establish a state water information center? This is Odisha. Odisha has decided to establish a state water information center in their state. Where was the Center for Excellence in Nutritional Supplements Testing for Sports Person inaugurated? Recently, it has been inaugurated in Gandhinagar in the state of Gujarat. Recently, Telangana collaborated with which organization to establish Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution? This is World Economic Forum. Telangana has collaborated with the World Economic Forum so that they can establish a Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. How many banks have recently joined the RBI's Udgam portal for unclaimed deposits? Here answer is A option 30, and 30 banks are now the part of RBI's Udgam portal for unclaimed deposits, and the remaining banks are also in the process of joining. Talking about Udgam portal, it stands for Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information, and it is a kind of online portal that is developed by Reserve Bank of India, and the portal allows the individuals to search for their unclaimed deposits and accounts. Fine. So here answer is 30. 30 banks have recently joined the RBI's Udgam portal for the unclaimed deposits. Fine. Now let's see some of the important banking related current affairs. The first one is, what is the rank of India in the World Bank's Women, Business and the Law Index? In this index, India was placed at 113th position out of 190 countries. Recently, the Financial Intelligence Unit India has imposed a penalty of 5.49 crore rupees on which one of the following payment bank? So, Financial Intelligence Unit India has imposed the penalty of this much amount on Paytm Payments Bank Limited. Why? Because of some fraud by the bank. Recently, which payment bank signed a memorandum of understanding with Hindustan Zinc Limited to enhance the financial inclusion in the rural Rajasthan? So recently, India Post Payment Bank has signed this MOU with Hindustan Zinc Limited so that they can enhance the financial inclusion in the rural places of Rajasthan. Which state recently collaborated with the World Bank to set up a blended finance facility? Answer is Goa. Goa has collaborated with the World Bank so that they can establish a blended finance facility. Recently, IREDA stands for Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, and which bank has signed a memorandum of understanding to co-finance the renewable energy project? This is Punjab National Bank. Okay. Next is, Jim Corbett National Park recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? So Jim Corbett National Park lies in Uttarakhand, and why it came into news? Because in the month of March 2024, Supreme Court of India has criticized the illegal felling of 6,000 trees in the Jim Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand, and the court said that the trees were felled for ecotourism buildings and that the illegal activity is a classic case of a nexus between politicians and the officials who harm the environment for short-term commercial gain, right? And the court also said that the felling is a kind of blatant violation of the Protection Act and Forest Conservation Act, right? So since Jim Corbett National Park came into news because of this reason, you can be asked about its location. It lies in the state of Uttarakhand. Now let's have a look at the locations of some different national parks. The first one is, which one of the following company recently collaborated with Mahagenco to develop renewable energy parks in the state of Maharashtra? What is Mahagenco? Maharashtra State Power Generation Company, and they have collaborated with NTPC Green Energy Limited so that they can develop the renewable energy parks in the state of Maharashtra. Bannerghatta National Park recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? This national park lies in Karnataka. Dachigam National Park, which was seen in the news, is located in which state or the Union Territory? Dachigam National Park lies in Jammu and Kashmir. Iravikulam National Park recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? This national park lies in Kerala. Vang National Park, which was seen in the news, is located in which country? It lies in Zimbabwe. Okay. And last is Bhitarkanika National Park, which was seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? Bhitarkanika National Park is found in Odisha. Okay. Recently, which country hosted the 17th Annual International Biocuration Conference? Here, your answer is India. That is C option. And the 17th Annual International Biocuration Conference is set to take place at the National Capital Region Biotech Science Cluster in Faridabad in our country. and this venue comprises of the Indian Biological Data Center and the Regional Center for Biotechnology, and it offers a comprehensive platform for the scientific discussions and the collaborations during the conference, right? So India has hosted the 17th Annual International Biocuration Conference. Now let's see some of the important international current affairs. Recently, Maldives has signed a defense agreement with which country for obtaining the non-lethal weapons and the training? Here answer is China. And recently, Maldives have signed a defense pact with China securing the non-lethal weapons and training. Noteworthy, the collaborations include the China-Maldives Friendship Bridge and social housing project as well. So nation has previously engaged in the Belt and the Road Initiative of China, and these agreements signify strengthened ties and mutual developmental efforts between the Maldives and China, right? Here answer is China. Tamas Sulyok, who was seen in the news, became a new president of which country? Recently, he became the new president of Hungary country. Recently, which country became the first country to include the right to abortion in its constitution? This is the country France. France recently became the very first country that has included the right to abortion in its constitution. Yars missile, recently seen in the news, is an intercontinental ballistic missile developed by which country? Yars missile is a kind of intercontinental ballistic missile and it has been developed by Russia. Recently, which country's parliament has approved a controversial anti-LGBTQ bill, the Human Sexual Rights and the Family Values Bill? Here answer is Ghana country. Okay. Which day is celebrated as the Jan Aushadhi Day every year? So Jan Aushadhi Day is celebrated every year on 7th of March, and this day is also known as the Generic Medicine Day. Purpose of celebrating Jan Aushadhi Divas is to increase awareness about the generic medicines among the people and to promote the use of generic medicine. So Jan Aushadhi Divas started in the year 2019, and this is a scheme of the government. Basic objective is to make generic medicines accessible to the common people. Okay, so Jan Aushadhi Day is celebrated every year on 7th of March. Let's have a look at some of the important days and themes. The first one is, what is the theme of International Women's Day for the year 2024? First of all, International Women's Day is a global event that is celebrated on 8th of March, and this day basically acknowledges the women's accomplishments in social, economic, cultural and the political spheres. In 2024, the theme the United Nations has chosen is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Okay? What is the theme? Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Basically, it emphasizes the need for gender equality, and this day basically serves as a worldwide celebration of women's achievements, and it is a powerful call to action for advancing the women's rights and opportunities, right? So two things are important. International Women's Day celebrated on 8th of March, and this year the theme is Invest in Women, Accelerating Progress. Which day is observed as the National Safety Day in India? We celebrate this day on 4th of March. Which day is celebrated as World Wildlife Day? Answer is 3rd of March. Which day is observed as World Seagrass Day? Answer is 1st of March. Which day is celebrated as Central Excise Day in India? This day is celebrated on 24th of February in India. Fine. Which state government recently issued a notification declaring the Orans mean sacred groves as a deemed forest? Here answer is C option, Rajasthan. And the state government of Rajasthan has recently alarmed community dwellers by designating Orana as the deemed forest, which sparks the fears of restricted access to the forest resources. And Orans are the sacred spaces that are very abundant in biodiversity with water bodies, and their community managed forest sustaining the traditional water resources. So these areas serve as a vital space for the herders, communal gatherings, festivals and the daily resource extraction. Basically, it impacts the livelihood of the rural communities, and the notification has now raised the concerns about the potential loss of access to the essential forest produce for the villages, right? So Rajasthan state government has issued a notification declaring the Orans as the deemed forest. Now here our keyword is state, and let's have a look at some of the state related current affairs. First is Kulasekara Pattinam spaceport recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? So it lies in the state of Tamil Nadu, and Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi has inaugurated ISRO's new rocket launch port in this Kulasekara-Pattinam spaceport, which is exclusive catering to commercial, on-demand and small satellite launches. So with the surge in commercial launches that are expected due to the new space sector policy, the second launch port aims to alleviate the burden on Satish Dhawan Space Center, and it focuses on the large missions now. So the new facility will support the smaller payloads, and it would accommodate the private players, and it would provide dedicated infrastructure for the commercial launches. So this spaceport lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. CSIR, Indian Institute of Petroleum, has signed a memorandum of understanding with which state to deploy the technology of making fuel from the pine needles. Here answer is Uttarakhand, and CSIR, Indian Institute of Petroleum, has signed this agreement with the Uttarakhand State Council for Science and Technology so as to deploy the pine needles based fuel making technology in the state's Champawat district. And this agreement includes implementing two technologies at the grassroots levels in Champawat, which is a kind of briquetting unit with a capacity of 50 kilograms per hour based on the pine needles, and 500 units of improved cook stoves for the rural household. Okay, here answer is Uttarakhand state. Which state recently launched the India's first government-backed OTT platform? This state is Kerala. Recently, which state has launched the state widow remarriage pension scheme? Recently, this scheme has been passed in the state of Jharkhand. Which state government recently approved the green hydrogen policy? Answer is UP. Next is Pars 1 satellite recently seen in the news is launched by which country? Here answer is C option, Iran. And Iran launched its domestically developed Pars 1 satellite into the orbit using the Russian Soyuz 2-1B. And this satellite has been designed for remote sensing and imaging of Iran's topography, which would orbit on around 500 kilometers above the earth, and it would provide high resolution images. So the successful deployment underscores the use of the X-band link, which would enhance the data transmission capabilities in the satellite communication. Fine. So Pars 1 satellite has been launched by the country Iran. Okay. Now here our keyword is satellite, and let's see some satellite related news. Recently, which country conducted a direct ascent anti-satellite test by destroying an old satellite? Answer is Russia. And obviously US does not like it, and US has criticized it very much. Recently, NASA and which country's space agency have joined to launch the world's first wooden satellite? Here answer is Japan. NASA and the Space Agency of Japan, that is JAXA, have joined to launch the world's first wooden satellite. Can you tell me what is the name of the world's first wooden satellite? Which Middle Eastern country recently launched the Mahda Kehan 2 and Hatef 1 satellites as seen in the news? All of these satellites belong to the country Iran. Soyuz satellite, which was seen in the news, is launched by which country? This satellite belongs to Iran. Einstein probe, a new astronomical satellite, was recently launched by which country? Here answer is China. It belongs to China. Okay. Where was the 54th DG level BGB BSF border conference held? So this conference took place at the Border Guard Bangladesh headquarters in Dhaka from 5th to 9th of March 2024, and this event is organized by the BGB, Border Family Welfare Association, and the Border Officers Ladies Club. Okay, simply you have to remember what is the venue for the 54th DG level BGB BSF border conference. Your answer is here Dhaka, that is A option. Okay, now let's see some of the important summits and the conferences. First question is, recently which country hosted the 17th edition of Annual International Biocuration Conference? We have just talked about it. Answer is India. Recently, where was the 13th Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization held? It took place in Abu Dhabi. Which country recently hosted the Ukraine Reconstruction Conference? Answer is Japan. Where was the 60th Munich Security Conference held? It took place in Germany. Where was the 7th Indian Ocean Conference held? Answer is Australia. And last is, where was the first National Conference on the Promotion of Seaweed Cultivation held? Your answer is Kutch in the state of Gujarat. Okay. Last question is, Majuli manuscript painting recently seen in the news is associated with which Indian state? So this is a traditional art form dating back to the 16th century in the state of Assam, and recently it received a GI tag. So these paintings are created on the Sanchi, and its manuscripts are made from the bark of the Sanchi or agar tree. So this art form persists in every Satrai Majuli. Fine. So this painting has recently got the GI tag, and they are from Assam state. Right. Now in the next slide we will see some of the important products that have got the GI tags recently. First is Ratlam Riyavan garlic, which has recently received a GI tag, belongs to which Indian state? So it belongs to Madhya Pradesh, and Riyavan village's garlic in Jaora, Ratlam district of Madhya Pradesh, has received the GI tag for its bold flavors and high oil content. Okay, each bulb contains 5 to 6 cloves, known for their pungent taste and for medicinal properties as well. So this recognition highlights the unique qualities of Riyavan garlic, which distinguishes it from other varieties of garlic. Okay, so it is a product from Madhya Pradesh. Naraspur crochet lace, which has recently received a GI tag, belongs to which Indian state? This is a product from Andhra Pradesh. Riza textile belongs to which Indian state? Riza textile has also got the GI tag recently, and it is a product from Tripura. Rupa Tarakas silver filigree, which has recently received a GI tag, belongs to which Indian state? Rupa Tarakas are from Odisha state. Kachi Kharek dates, these are the variety of dates, and they have got the GI tag recently. It is a product from Gujarat. Red ant chutney, which has recently received a GI tag, belongs to which Indian state? Answer is Odisha. Vancho wooden craft, which has recently received a GI tag, belongs to which Indian state? It is a product from Arunachal Pradesh. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. Here I would like to cover one more question. Actually, the Indian government, in consultation with the Election Commission of India, has increased the minimum age for the senior citizens to use the postal ballots from 80 to now 85 years. Okay, and it came into effect immediately. So with India's electorate at 96.88 crore, 1.85 crore citizens are aged above 80, means they are 80 plus, and the amended conduct of election rules now defines the senior citizens who are eligible for postal ballot voting as those who are above 85 years. So it would replace the previous threshold of 80 years. Basic aim is to enhance the electoral convenience for the elderly. Okay, you can be asked that what is the minimum age for the senior citizens eligible for voting by postal ballot? Your answer would be 85 years. Okay, so these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minuz Hatsana signing off.